So I've just been made redundant. A bit of a shock, I guess. A shock, but I'm not surprised. I kind of saw it coming, I guess, and it's a really strange feeling, right? I'm not upset. I kind of feel liberated, free. I don't know. I now get to decide what I do. I now get the chance to make the changes in my life that I need. Like I really enjoyed the work that I was doing and like my team that I'd built. But I just I was getting a little bit burnt out there, I guess. Like I wasn't able to do the things that I was supposed to be able to do there, and now I get to design that myself. It's a really strange feeling. Like I've never been like unemployed, and it's like this real mixed feeling. It's like this, like I feel like I should be more upset or more concerned or more, I don't know, like this, I should feel more about it, but I feel excited. I feel, I got asked straight away, like, I feel free. And that just kind of shows that it was like meant to be. Like this point now is meant to be now. Like it is. That's it. Like this time right now, this redundancy right now means it has to have been meant to be that way, and that's exciting. Like I don't know. It's daunting, but not daunting in a negative way. And I get to do what I want to do, whatever that is. I could go get another job, or I could go follow a passion or a dream of mine that I've been wanting to do. I've learnt so much over the years. I don't even have to go back in the same industry. Like say I'm an electrician by trade, and one of those things where you get told, like someone asks you what do you do? Who are you? And you always tend to tell them, well, you tell them your job. I'm an electrician. I'm a plumber. But when you get asked like, who are you? People really struggle with that. And I have as well forever, for my entire life. I've kind of come a bit of a full circle recently about it and kind of gone, well, no, I'm not just an electrician. I am a leader. I passionate about sustainability and the environment, so I'm a conservationist. I'm a father. I'm a husband. But who am I? Like I'm this person that just can't, not sit still. Like I'm neurodivergent, and I'm always about finding the next adventure and the next challenge, and really living life to what it's supposed to be. Like I've traveled the world, and this job that I've had recently has been exciting, and a challenge in itself, and I learn a lot. But it's now time for the next chapter, the next thing, and I'm not forced into it I guess I'm forced into it. I've been made redundant, so I'm forced into making that decision. But I think I needed that forcing now. Does that make sense? Like I think this has forced me to go, no, you weren't, like it wasn't right. And it made the decision easy. I feel for the guys that are left, like my team, but they're all grown-ups, and I'm sure it's not the end of our relationships between It definitely isn't the end of our relationships with my team that I've built there. And yeah, I don't know. What do I do? That's exciting, right? I don't know what I'm going to do. I've got so many ideas and emotions, right? And I'm sure I'm going to feel and see all those emotions, and I want to be real. Like it's daunting. It's daunting about not having a job and not knowing what the next thing is. But that's also exciting. I mean, it's like not unhinged. What's the word I'm looking for? Like I'm not tied to anything now. Like whatever I want to do, I can go do it. And what's the worst thing that could happen? I'll just go get another job. Like what's the worst thing that can happen? I get a job, I can do anything. So that's really cool. And yeah, so I've got all these ideas about businesses. Even some like side projects that I've been playing around with for years, on and off, and never really had the time to do any of it because I was working so much for this company, like putting way above and beyond what I was employed to do, and showing up every day, really putting in something, like feeling it, like being a part of it, and then it's like, well, thank you. Well, not even a thank you, really, just thank you. Here's your letter, And I was like, oh, okay, cool. But that's good. Is it strange that I feel good about getting made redundant? Like, liberated? That sounds like it should feel weird. I don't know. I think I'm just excited. Maybe it's the shake-up that I needed. I'll need to, really pay attention to my mental health. Like I am neurodivergent, and it's something that I've always struggled with. I'm ADHD and dyslexic, but that's also been my superpower, I guess. Like it's been a challenge, but I am where I am because of who I am. I hope that made sense. I am who I am because of who I am. I am where I am because of who I am. And I've learned recently to kind of give myself permission to be that person. And like I've known places I've worked for before where that hasn't really been supported. And again, I guess it was kind of and wasn't supported. But that's, I don't want to say it, but that's the way it is. And if I do start a business and it takes off, and then I don't want to be that. I want to be a fully inclusive company, business, that everyone feels safe to be who they are. And it's almost like you're celebrated for being who you are, and we'll harness those skills. Like someone like me who's given everything and goes way above and beyond, and is almost like hyper fixated on fixing a problem and solving issues and developing procedures and all this kind of stuff that makes everyone's life easy, because I just get so focused on it. But to get told don't do that, it's like, well, okay. And wouldn't you just harness somebody who's that passionate? So if I get to start a business and I get to hire somebody, make sure that they get celebrated and that they get, they come in with the power. Let them do it, Let them run with an idea, guide them, support them through it. I get to do that now. That's powerful. And And I know not everybody's got that same kind of mindset. Like, other people have been, made redundant, laid off, lost their jobs, don't have that kind. Like, it can be really bad. I get that, and I don't want to like brush over that. If some, people, it can really affect somebody, and it really could be problematic, but it's not the end of the world. Like, it's like, okay, you lost your job. What can you do next? Or, like, how? Like, you got to ask that question, how? What do I want to do, and how am I going to do it? And I don't know yet, and I'm not the expert there, but like, I want to go figure it out, and I want to like share with you guys that figuring it out. I think I don't know, I've got lots of ideas, so I'm going to go try more and learn, and come along for the journey and find out what I find out. Be a part of it. I don't know. Like, it's a huge change, and I don't know how many times I've said it, but I'm excited. Like, I get to make the change. I get now to decide and make the changes that have, annoyed me or upset me or, restrained me from doing the things that I wanted to do before, like in the business I was working for, or in my business that I had once before. All those things that have kind of like stopped me and controlled it, I'm get to not do those things again. So, like, if I come across a problem, or if I have a business and I come across a client that just doesn't fit, I've learnt now that you don't have to deal with them. It's like, well, no, yes, you're going to pay me bucket tons of money for doing this thing, but I just don't want to deal with you because you're difficult. So, like, sacking a client. I've done it once before in my old business, and it was pretty powerful. Just go, no, you're just difficult. I'm just not going to deal with you. And that was pretty cool. But yeah, choose, like, figure out the hours, and like, if I find, I've got so many ideas, right? So if I find one of those ideas that really like grasps hold of my drive and my passion. All these ideas are all about passion, but if I find something that kind of just clicks, it's going to be obvious, and I'm just going to like almost not be able to not do it. And like, I'm in a position now that I'm almost forced to find that, and that's going to be cool. Anyway, I've dragged on a bit here. I've got to go. I'm on the way now to hopefully buy a car, or I got to start looking at a car because I don't have a car anymore. So the car I had before was a company car. So this is my wife's car, and that's a bit of a cluster because I've got to drop her off. I've got to drop the kids off at school, and drop her off at the train station, and then so I've got to get a car because I can't live where I want to live, where I live without a car, and I can't do the things I want to do without a car. So I'm going to go look at a ute. And the cool thing is, I don't have to go into debt, right? That, that all the millionaire mindset people say is like, the car that you can afford is the car that you can pay cash for, like that you can afford. I'm just looking at utes that I've got the cash to go pay for, and like a good value, right? Okay, this is a ute. It's X amount of dollars. Yep, that's not going into any of our major savings. It's the cash there, sweet. I can pay that, and I don't have any debt. Right, so that's cool. Like, it's cool to be able to do, do that. And I guess I'm lucky. I'm privileged that I'm in a position where I can just go pay cash for a car. Like, I'm probably going to look around something about 10 grand, right? And that's, you know, I'm lucky that I'm in that position. And that's a lot of hard work. That's you know, lots of hard work over many years to be in that position. But that's cool. I get to do that. And I get to choose a vehicle that is... Alright, I've got you back. Sorry about that. The camera just fell off the window. Yeah, so look, I'm going to go and have a look at this car, take it along for the journey. Okay. And I don't know, like, just... This is going to be fun. I have no idea what it's going to look like. What the end's going to be. Well, not the end, what the start. This is not even the start. Like, if I come across an idea that sticks, that's the start. And I guess now, I don't know, I get to share that with you guys, and we'll just join up, follow me, follow, see what happens. I have no idea what's going to happen. I'm unemployed for the first time in my life, and I'm not worried about it. It's cool. All right. Love you guys. Mwah. See you around, and see you figure out whatever this thing is I've got to figure out. All right, bye.